Hi everyone, nice to see you all. My name is Jeungsun. I'm 23. I'm currently studying in Queen Mary's University of London. I'm studying environmental science, and I'm part of CARP this year. And I'll be talking about friendship in the subject of genuine relationships. But first, I'd like to ask you guys, what do you think are the qualities of a true friendship? Empathy. Mm-hmm. Loyalty. Trust. Yeah. Anything else? Honesty. Yeah. Those points that you just said, those qualities are like, they create integrity in a person, right? And for me, like, the word that I can connect to the most right now is honesty. Because I've been thinking about that word a lot recently and how to be an honest person, not just in the words you say, but also in your actions as well. So, So friendship is a type of relationship, and it has the connotation that you share things, right? You kind of exchange something in your relationship, yeah? So this, for me, like, are the words I thought about when I thought about the words connected with friendship are love, sharing, caring, learning, and giving. So you're kind of growing together, and you're learning a lot through your relationship too. So, So in my friendships, when I kind of reflect on my friendships, I think about the kind of commonalities that we have in my relationship with my friends, the kind of desires that we both have. We share a lot of similarities, but also a lot of differences as well. And I think differences allow us to grow and to learn from each other and to kind of evolve in that way. Evolve ourselves and also evolve in the relationship too. But this becomes our center, this similarity, or something that we can connect to. And for me, in my relationships that are true, it's in my friendships that are real to me, it's the deep belief in God, and I don't know, some creator or some origin in the universe, yeah? Because I believe that God is a parent, and he has this love that is instilled in each and every person. So, yeah. So for me, this becomes the center of the relationships. And in Unification Church Divine Principle, this sharing of love or something like this kind of joyful sharing is called give and take action, yeah? So you can see this in every kind of relationship. For example, I don't know, you give your friend a sweet or something and they say thank you. Sometimes that's just enough to make you feel like really moved inside, right? That one word, like thank you, makes you feel really, she appreciates what I'm giving to them, right? So this is like give and take. And does anyone have like a very close friend that they can think about now that is, I don't know, you cannot live without or something? You have to be with them, right? I can definitely say that for people in my life. So your friends are almost like siblings, right? Like an extended family. So I think for our growth as people, it's very important to have these kind of relationships, to have this kind of broader, bigger family outside of your immediate family. And through like sharing these relationships you have and having this center in your relationships, you're always kind of moving together, and there's never a moment you want to be with that person. So for example, with me and Liz, like sometimes I see something on Instagram or something with Arsenal or something, because we're really obsessed with Arsenal, right? The football club. I want to call her or something, or text her like, Liz, did you see this or something? You want to spend each and every moment and share everything good and bad with that person. So if you love that person, you really want to, I don't know, almost be inside the person or give to that person everything, right? Yeah. But on the other side, this is like a good relationship, but a true relationship, but what makes a bad relationship? Can I ask you, what do you think makes a bad relationship? Yeah, I think so. No communication? Hmm? Yeah, only receiving, yeah, only taking. Yeah? Yeah, being superficial and distrust, yeah, it's the opposite. Basically, everything you said is the opposite of what we said makes a good relationship earlier. Yeah. So, I think that to have a true relationship, true friendship, you need to have, it doesn't matter how many people are in that friendship, you need to have good individuals, right? Good people. Otherwise, it creates this negative, kind of relationship. There's things that aren't being shared or things that are just going amiss. So there's some kind of bad element to that relationship. So you need good individuals, just like you need, like, when you make tea, you need good sugar, right? You don't want moldy sugar to put in your tea. Because the tea will just turn out bad, right? It won't be nice. So you need two good elements to make a good whole thing, to make a good relationship. So yeah. I'd like to share with you an example of, not an example, excuse me, an experience I had with a good relationship, a good friendship. And yeah, I was going to share one experience, but I feel that one is somewhat very personal to me, and I would like to keep that to myself for some time. Yeah, for now anyway. So yeah, I have a friend. Her name is Jeungsun Mingala. Some of you may know her. And right now she's in Korea. She's doing a special kind of workshop for young people in Korea for a few days, a few weeks. And yeah, for me, I'm quite an honest, abrupt person. Well, not abrupt, but I'm very straightforward, and I like to be that way with people because I like to be honest. Does anyone share that quality? Does anyone know what I mean? Like, you like to be very clear and honest with people, very plain. Yeah? Yeah, so yeah, that's kind of how I am. And there was one time we were having an event here, actually, and this was a while ago. And I was kind of like in charge of organizing how things went, and I remember getting very frustrated because like people weren't getting on doing their jobs right, and I wanted people to kind of speed up and take the tea there, take this here, right? But at the time, like, she wasn't really doing anything. So I told her, okay, Eugene, please come with me. I want to talk to you. I don't think I said that exactly, but anyway, I took her aside and I basically said, like, can't you just do your job? I was shouting at her basically, like, come on, like, because I was getting really frustrated, yeah? Because I just wanted everything, not to be perfect, but for everything to fall in place by everyone carrying out their role. But at the same time, I wasn't very patient, and the second after I did that, after I lost it on her, I felt very shameful. I felt very embarrassed, actually. And I actually didn't want to see her again because I just felt like I couldn't show myself to such a person, like such a nice person, such a good friend, someone I really valued. And yeah, but actually I was surprised that when I next saw her, she said something very beautiful to me. She said, I can't remember, but anyway, my birthday recently, she sent me a nice message, and basically she said that you're so special, Jeungsun, in inverted commas, because we made a joke about, like an inside joke. And yeah, she said that I'm so grateful for your friendship and, this kind of thing. A very short message, but so clear, and I felt like her sincerity on that day, because usually my birthday is just like, oh yeah, that's nice, my birthday is good. But I really felt like it was a very special day because of that message. And it moved me to tears, actually. And it made me think that, how can you forgive me? Like, why would you forgive me after what I did to you? So, yeah, I felt very moved that this person is actually someone very valuable, and I cannot just discard this friendship because I made a mistake. I apologized to her, and she was surprised. She said, you don't need to apologize to me for that. You didn't do anything, I understand. So, yeah, I also think that friendship requires understanding. And yeah, forgiveness is it's a very important thing, but it's one of the most difficult things as well, to forgive yourself too, I think, in a friendship. Yeah. So yeah, I wonder if any of you have heard about Actually, I'd like to ask you, how can we develop true friendships? How can you do that? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or communication, or just like the basic things, share with each other, contact each other, spend time with people, and develop these kind of deep connections that are not visible, but they're somewhat more real, even though you cannot see them.
I feel like it's in this relationship about what you want. There was my friend, and that was almost like repellent in a way. So I think if you can, it changes and it becomes about taking care of the other person, then I think things naturally.
Yeah, I agree. I think that also when your relationship is based on something deeper as well. For me and Eugene, we both really believe in God, and we believe that God is the source of love, and because of that, we can always strive for something more that's more bigger than ourselves, than just ourselves. But we are still vital to that whole, to God as well. So I think when it becomes something other than yourself, it's automatically selfless, that relationship. So, yeah. So I think that it's difficult to always make a true friendship because it's something that requires you to always go beyond yourself, which is very difficult. But I think it's something worthwhile doing. And I'd like to just end with an activity. Has anyone ever heard of the 5 love languages? Yeah? This guy wrote a book. I can't remember his name, but he wrote a book, and I think in the maybe 70s or 80s. And there's 5 types. So there's words of affirmation, there's acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. Yeah. So these 5 are the ways in which it's a concept in which people enjoy receiving and giving love to other people, to their friends. The concept is usually used in a couple relationship, but I think it's also can be used in friendships too, to learn how to kind of give to your friend and increase the relationship you have, make it deeper. So if you could just get a paper next to you on either. Okay, and then with this paper and pen, just spend a few moments just thinking about one friend who you feel has given a lot to you, who has really gone beyond themselves or really done a big deal for you. It doesn't have to be, kind of physically doing things for them, but, giving a lot of time, spending a lot of time with you, or something that makes you feel very deeply connected to that person. I'm sure you can all think about one person. It doesn't have to be an extreme example, but please write their name down and just think about this person during this time. Okay, you've thought about that person? Yeah? And now with these 5 love languages I've explained to you, I didn't explain to you actually, but you can just kind of think about what they mean, yeah? And you can connect them to that person. Maybe think about the best one that relates to the person you've thought about. Yeah, so should I say them again? So words of affirmation, quality time, acts of service, receiving gifts, and physical touch. Yeah, you can think about if this person really appreciates time spent with you, or a good friend, or just time spent watching a movie or something like that. Just, good quality time. And then physical touch, maybe this person likes hugging a lot, or just lounging around on you. Or someone who likes to, lounge around and, Or acts of service, someone that really appreciates a cup of tea, or a bag of sweets, or something nice, yeah? Or like just cleaning their room, something different. Or there's also quality time. Quality time is more, I said that one already, sorry. And receiving gifts as well is the same thing, receiving a gift. It doesn't have to be like a pretty thing, but maybe something different, unique, I don't know. And then words of affirmation. So kind words, nice words, or even listening, appreciating the words spoken, right? So yeah, this is, it's quite difficult to do. Okay, so maybe when you've thought about that, now moving on from developing from Michael's talk last week, kind of setting our own goals, you can set a goal for yourself to serve this person through one of these love languages you just made. Yeah. So you can think about the best way, or I don't know, a way that you think can really touch them. Yeah. So. Yeah, do something for them.
Based on the one we already wrote.
So you have a person, you have a love language, and then you have an action. How are you going to carry that out? Yeah, and how is this going to build your relationship, your friendship, make it deeper or wider? Okay, so yeah, I hope that everyone could feel or gain something from my talk, and yeah, I think that friendships are very important as we're growing up because, like I said, they're like siblings. Your friends are like extended family, like your siblings, and you can really support each other. I think you're kind of growing together. You know, you don't have to have met each other when you're 10 years old or something, but there's always something you can kind of feel that you're kind of moving together if your relationship, your friendship is true. Yeah, thank you.